Squirrel, Michael, that's how it goes this morning. I tell you, dude. Guerrilla art director says the studio was done with Killzone. Prefers working on Horizon. We all kind of knew this. Straight up. We know. Chris Scullion over at BGC. Guerrilla Games' decision to start working on Horizon Zero Dawn series was a deliberate choice to move away from the Killzone series, its art director says. In an interview with the Washington Post, art director Roy Postma, who has worked at Guerrilla for 24 years, says that following the release of Killzone Shadow Fall on PS4, the studio decided it no longer wanted to work on the Killzone series. Instead, they opted to start work on a new series with more colorful environments, not so brown, right? The brown and grays. Yeah. Brown and grays. I get it. As opposed to the grittier gray worlds of Killzone. Quote, "We are done with it as a team," end quote, Postma explained. Quote, "As a studio, we needed to refresh the palette. It was by choice the opposite of Killzone," end quote. Dude, this is what I appreciate. Let the team do what they want and be creative. And then you see what the outcome looks like. You don't get into Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League, right? You don't fall into that trap of, hey, you're being forced to do this. I guarantee you that's how it was over at Warner Brothers, and that's why Rocksteady made that game. Here we go. They're like, yo, Guerrillas, we're done with Killzone. We don't want to do this anymore. PlayStation's like, okay, what's next? Here you go. And it works. They do the same thing with Naughty Dog, and it works, right? I wish other companies would realize that. Let the creative team be creative, and it pays off. But Postma also suggested that the more diverse nature of Horizon games means its appeal to a wider audience. Quote, "I think the themes that the story and the characters represent are relatable for all ages and people, like having a fond family or of friends and finding your place in the world," end quote, he said. Elsewhere in the article, Lego's product lead, Lego Horizon Adventures is on its way as well, Michael. Steve from the team is pumped. Me, it's another Lego game.
Yeah, the Lego franchise definitely have this hot spot in my heart. I definitely like those games as well. But no, you basically nailed it. As a fan, it sucks, right? Especially if you're a fan of the Killzone series. You're like, hey, we wanted this back. This game was awesome. But if you're a fan of video games and you're a fan of high quality video games, this is what you want studios to do, right? You want studios to make games they're passionate about. You don't want, hey, let's make another Assassin's Creed because Assassin's Creed has been so successful, and then you get what potentially Shadows is turning into, right? You want a team that says, you know what? We don't want to make this series anymore. Sure, it's a highly popular series. Our fans all love it, but we aren't having fun. And that is going to eventually show through in the game and nuke the franchise. The fans are going to say, why do we get this game? You killed the franchise. So big props to Guerrilla Games to basically say, look, Killzone was great. We don't enjoy it anymore. We have fun making Horizon. We're going to go make Horizon. Now, I'd argue maybe focus on making new Horizon games, not Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, just 8 years after it came out. That'd be the only criticism I'd give them here. But as a gamer, as a fan, this is what I want all studios to do, right? This is the hope for every studio. Make games you're passionate about, as you said, so we don't get Suicide Squad. We don't get these games that absolutely flop because they were forced to make them.
Dude, Halo is a prime example, right? 343, as far as I'm concerned, shouldn't have been called Halo Studios. They should have gone in a whole different direction, cut off the chief, and go somewhere else and make something else. Just make something fresh. But now you called yourself Halo Studios. What are you doing now? Halo, right? And I'm sure there's a passionate team that are like, yes, Halo, we're on Halo. We're working on Halo. At the same time, there's a reason why Bungie left, right? They don't want to do Halo anymore. They're doing Destiny. Now they're going to do Marathon. Like, everybody's just looking to advance into different directions instead of getting pigeonholed into one direction, where Halo Studios is now stuck making Halo games. And yeah, when you go here and you get Horizon, dude, it paid off. How do you argue with that? It just works, right? My other question now is, where's Horizon Online?